Hello, I'm Alexandra.
And I'm Craig.
And today we're going to talk about Metal Gear Survive.
I kind of expect you to say Metal Gear Solid Survive for some reason. That's just the way it is, I guess.
Yes.
It's weird. It's when you say the words Metal Gear, you expect to then say Solid.
But there's not only Metal Gear Solids, so...
Well, the important ones are... There's Metal Gear Rising. There's Metal Gear. And who can forget Metal Gear Ghost Babel on the Game Boy?
Ghost Babel?
Yeah, Metal Gear Ghost
Sounds
Babel.
like a bad Pokemon game.
I have... yeah, Solid Pikachu sneaking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Detective Pikachu.
I've played a lot of these type of... Not these type of games.
I was going to say, have you?
These Metal Gear games.
These Metal Gears.
These Metal Gear Solids.
The oldie Metal Gear.
There's Metal Gear Acid as well on the PSP.
I think
Anyway,
there's another one.
why are we here today?
We're here today to look at Metal Gear Survive.
We are.
Some might say have a quick look, but I wasn't so keen on that.
I don't know what we're calling this. So, just kind of to let you guys know if you're watching this, the original intention with Metal Gear Survive, we got a review code a few days ago. The original intention was just to review it as normal, play it, put up a video review, whatever. We encountered some problems with Metal Gear Survive that...
What were those problems?
Basically meant we couldn't play it. So we had version 1.00, which just wasn't working without the server being switched on.
Literally not even the title screen.
So someone at Konami or wherever just didn't press that button. So we had to wait for version not 1.01 but 1.02, the second patch, to come through. And I think because we're in Europe, it took an extra couple of days to get it. So yeah, that's why we're here. We're just going to play a little bit of it.
See how we go.
Yeah, see what happens. We did a test run. I was terrible. I died.
It was quite funny.
I will probably die again here, but this is the title screen anyway.
We've got some DNA-like trees.
Nanomachines. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go for it. No hindies in this one so far, in case you're a Metal Gear fan.
What's a hindy?
A hindy is a helicopter. It's one of the most famous lines from the Metal Gear Solid games. Basically, as Solid Snake in the opening little bit of Metal Gear Solid 1, or just Metal Gear Solid on PS1. Oh, yeah, he's stretching there, he's doing all that sort of stuff.
Get ready to go.
Anyway, back to my history lesson. In Metal Gear Solid, at the start, you are submerged in water, you come out of water into this basement type thing, you sneak into the lift, you go up, and then all of a sudden Solid Snake goes, "Behind D," in a really gruff voice, because there's a helicopter there, and Liquid Snake gets on it and flies away.
Never to be seen again.
No, he comes back, and then eventually Metal Gear Solid 2, he comes back as an arm attached to Revolver Ocelot.
Because why wouldn't he come back as an arm?
Because I don't know.
I guess that is the mind of Kojima.
So really, when you think about it, if people in Metal Gear Solid are coming back as arms, then having zombies isn't too far-fetched.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
So what is this screen anyway that we're on?
Yeah, back to this game. So this is my character, Phantom Fox, who, if you're playing this game, please call your character something by Metal Gear name. Don't just have Ben or Sam, because it will be really out of place. So this tells you where we're at so far. So I'm a couple of hours in. As you can see, I've got life, stamina, and this game is all about survival, if you haven't already guessed from the title. Not really much stealth in it so far. It's all about eating, drinking, and not dying.
And did you create your avatar?
Yes, this is a custom-made sort of avatar here.
Can you change how he is?
You can. I did not think you could at first. However, on further inspection, it turns out you can change his face. and his armour can be customised depending on what you scavenge.
And what is the PlayStation Store part? Sorry, just to take you back there.
There are... Well, no, we're not going back. We're loading.
already in.
There are microtransactions in the game. So far, I don't even think they're properly activated yet.
No.
There's no loot boxes. So
Hooray!
those who of a gambling persuasion will look elsewhere. Really sorry. So,
do you know what you can do so far? Like what the microtransactions are? Is it just a currency?
I think it's basically a case of, you know how like on mobile games you will pay to do things quicker, get things done like that.
I know that very well.
But truth be told, I haven't gone into it too far. I'm probably not far enough in the game yet to really delve into that. You can, I believe, buy an extra character slot, because at the minute you only have one character slot. So if you want to create a female, for example, you will have to delete your character and start again, which is a bit annoying. But I mean, with the initial avatar you create, you can change him.
What's this story that you're doing now?
So a big part of Metal Gear Survive is crafting. So it's a simple, standard sort of loop. You go out to do little missions, you collect a bunch of stuff, you bring it back, and then you can create stuff. And eventually you create better stuff, which means you can go out for longer and search further and all that sort of stuff. And it's a bit of a loop, but I can now place flags at beacons, for example, to mark locations.
I guess that's useful when you go into that cloudy dust.
Yes. I forgot what that's called. I think it is something like literally the dust.
I don't think it is dust, but
which is over there, which looks really bad.
Very
looks
loony.
Like a Silent Hill fog or something. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll play for a little bit. I don't know, we might have a cutscene here actually. Yeah, let's see what happens. We'll play for a little bit and just see how we go, really.
Okay.
So we are getting a cutscene. I don't know how long this cutscene is.
How's the cutscene been so far? That was
not that bad. That was alright. So, sorry, what were you asking me?
I said, how have the cutscenes been so far?
Yeah, so cutscenes is a really important part of Metal Gear Solid. Oh, we've got another board to go and pick up. Where are we going? Let me work out where we're going first. I've not learned to be able to talk and play at the same time yet. So I will try and do that. Right, here we go.
Another memory board.
Yeah, so let's see over here. So a really important part of Metal Gear Solid games, apart from probably the last one actually, is cutscenes and story and narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And this one has been kind of heavy on it so far. So for the opening 2 hours of the game, I think I played maybe 15 minutes. A lot of it was cutscenes, including codec transmissions, which was interesting because I think a lot of people coming into this game were not expecting much narrative at all.
Is that because of Kojima not being with the studio any longer?
I think it's a combination of things. There's nothing in there. It's a combination of Kojima leaving, expectations from players becoming less and less because Kojima's not there. Obviously, he's the big name. He's the creator of Metal Gear. And I also think internal expectations at Konami were lower as well for this, probably hence the price, which is obviously affected by those expectations, but also the fact that this game is essentially Metal Gear Solid 5 assets, graphics, all being reused, even the controls.
They've not had to really do too much.
No.
Have there been any differences though with how the actual game works, like with the controls, like your stamina, for instance? How does that work?
Yeah, so I've actually just noticed that I actually need to put on my gas mask to go in there. So before we do that, we'll go explore over here for a little bit. Yes, there's a big difference in your stamina. Everything's basically affected by everything else, basically. So you'll see my hunger and thirst is down to 15%, which is not good. And that kind of caps my life and stamina as well. So if my hunger and thirst drops down to like 0, my life will decrease rapidly. As the AI has just said, thirst can lead to death. drink something immediately. So I've just got dirty water at the minute, which we're going to have to drink.
Is that going to make you ill?
It may make me sick. Let's go for it. Let's drink both. See what happens. So...
Oh, you've just learned a recipe there for clean water.
Yeah, so by doing that, I've learned a recipe for clean water. Let's have a grilled Nubian as well. So there we go. So it should
How does the food and stuff work? Do you have to find all of it, or do you have to make it, or...?
Yeah, so you basically have to find everything in this game. I've just seen I've actually been infected here by drinking that water. So I need an antibacterial drug to cure myself, but I don't have that, so we'll see how we go.
Hopefully we won't die.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we'll leave the dust fog thing for now. We'll just go and have an explore.
Fog thing.
Whatever it's called. What is it? Dust? Is it fog?
I honestly, I can't remember what it was called.
We'll leave Silent Hill PlayStation 1 behind. That's what I'm going to call it.
Okay, what are these things coming up here?
These are the zombie wanderer things.
Do you mean the walkers?
Walkers, sorry. Not peace walkers. So I might be... Have I just been sick there?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just go. We'll see what happens.
So these are odd things. They don't have faces. They are made up of Cuban energy, I believe it's called.
Yeah, so I'm in a bit of trouble here.
I think there's a few too many of them. But how do they compare to the skulls on Metal Gear 5?
Quite differently. I think the skulls are just a bit weird, to be honest with you. They kind of remind me of the skulls and the way they move and things like that. But they're
not as terrifying.
The skulls were hard. These are not hard. I may die, but it's not because I can't kill them. It's because A, I'm terrible at the game, and B, you're managing all these other different systems. But just lowering them out here. So let's play with them a bit. Let's see how quick they are. Here we go. So yeah, they're fairly easy to navigate. Like zombies are a little bit. So here we go. This guy's got Cuban energy, so we'll pick that up off him.
What do we do with the Cuban energy?
That you use towards improving your base, so you can. Oh god. So you can add extra bits and pieces to your base. Like for example, you can eventually get a clean water tank at your base. So if we jump up here. Yeah, so they can't come up here now, so we're safe. I think, anyway. I've not seen them jump up anywhere. Oh god.
Oh.
Doesn't help if I fall down.
So can you also use the Cuban energy for like leveling up any skills?
I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, a lot of it, it's just a case if it all kind of plays into each other. There's a lot of systems at work here, including being sick. Oh dear. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. See that bit in when you watch a horror movie and you go, why on earth did you go down there? I'm literally doing that right now. So I'm almost dead here, but as you can see, I rest a bit here and my health is going up. And that's because I've got enough thirst and hunger.
Well, your hunger has got decreased a lot as well.
It has. It has.
Are there any like wild animals nearby that you could go and have a go at?
What? Just have a go at? What does that even mean? What, hack them off? Probably.
Go and find for food. I don't know.
Probably. To be honest,
hunter and gatherer stuff. As a vegetarian, it's an odd concept.
I should probably have made the... here we go, air tank. So here we go. Can I make this now? Can I make this here?
No.
No, so I think I need to go back to the base to do that. So let's do that.
So what sort of similarities and differences have you noticed whilst playing between other different Metal Gear games?
The fact... Oh, I'm in trouble here, aren't I?
No, you are.
Oh, look at that. I was doing so well. I thought I got out of there. Oh no, that's it. That's okay. I wanted to go back to the base anyway. So that's not a problem.
I read no vitals. Please respond.
Yeah, so...
Please respond.
Big difference is they're completely different. There's no stealth in this. There's no big boss. There's no Solid Snake. You are randomly generated character number 67 going out in this other dimension called Dite, going through Wanderers. There's a reason that this has happened in the Metal Gear universe. They say it's non-canon, but isn't everything in Metal Gear non-canon because of the craziness?
The nature of the game.
Yeah. So let's.
Are you going to craft the air tank?
There we go. We have an air tank.
So did you have to collect all of the bits to be able to make that?
Yeah. Oh, cutscene.
Ooh.
There it is. Look at that. Checking that out. O2. Free advertising there for the mobile company. He's going to put it on
it's
now.
just oxygen, Craig. O2.
Oh no, he's not.
You've prepared an air tank. You can now enter the dust.
The dust. There you go. It's called the dust.
Having crafted an air tank,
I'm sure people were shouting at us saying, "The dust! The dust!"
Must be the dust.
However, the tank is only so big. If the oxygen in it runs out, your life will begin to drop.
Okay, so this is another thing that you have to
If
keep an
you're
eye
low
on.
on oxygen, you
Just
can
to add.
use Kuban energy to replenish it.
And another use for your Cuban energy.
You can take advantage of this feature from your iDroid.
Is that like an iPhone?
The iDroid.
Yeah.
Well, that was in old thingy as well. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Right, so I can't craft a damn thing.
Literally need to go and find some animals.
Yeah, I'm really terrible at finding stuff and all that.
Well, I think if you open your map, I think there was something, an animal around. Yeah, what's that? Small animal.
No, there's a wolf there. I'm not going there because he killed me before. I'm not going there. Let's.
You could have to have a wander and see if you come to any.
What have we got?
You kind of need something. Eventually, because you're only on 21%.
Ah! Of course, I died, so I've got all this back because it went to earlier save. So we're good. Let's.
Okay. So we're going to the dust.
We're going to go to the dust, yeah. We'll go to the dust, we'll have a look around, and then we'll kind of end the... What are we calling this? Quick look? First look?
The jump in.
Dead look? Jump in. That's an Xbox marketing term. So yeah, just a little thing on the stamina. Obviously I said the controls are very similar, almost identical to Metal Gear Solid 5. If I sprint, my stamina goes down really quickly, and so much so that it affected my health and thirst there, taking me below 20% on both, which means that the screen gets a bit foggy and fades a bit, and
Bit
it's
unpleasant.
kind of a bit like you've stumbled out of the club on a Saturday night.
Oh.
And what was that? Gerbil?
I think so. Yeah,
Aha.
it was.
Come here.
A wild gerbil.
Got you.
Can you eat that? Yes, you've learnt a recipe for roasted gerbil.
Good. Just what I needed. Just what I was looking for. Oh, that's gone straight back to the storehouse. Back to base camp. I don't know how it's done that, but...
Don't you normally have to beam them up?
Yeah, usually it's the wormhole extraction. I mean, I'm learning a lot as I go here.
But the wormhole is similar to Metal Gear 5. Is that
It's
right?
basically the Fulton.
Yeah.
So...
But you don't have a cool balloon. Do you have a cardboard box?
There are cardboard boxes in the game. Unfortunately, though, I do not have one at the minute. So, right. So this is interesting. I've not been in the dust before.
How do you put your oxygen mask on?
Do I need to?
Uh,
Does it do it automatically? Probably not.
oh, your gerbil was there.
Oh, thank God for that. That's my inventory.
Oh, your
Equipment
database is
details.
flashing.
Let's just go in. Let's just see what happens.
I feel like we're going to die though because we haven't equipped
Probably.
it. Oh, okay, it's got a cutscene. It's probably going to tell us. Oh, okay, he puts it on himself.
Dramatic. Very dramatic. Looks like his eyes rolling into the back of his head.
You've entered the dust.
There we go. Just confirmation of the dust again.
It really is like a sea of dust in there.
Dust.
Given how thick it is. The The visibility isn't good, but try to remain calm as you go about your search.
Okay,
Your oxygen will decrease while you're in the
skip all
dust.
this.
Always keep an eye on your oxygen gauge.
So here we are, the dust.
One other important point. While in the dust, your stamina consumption is greater.
That memory board is
Here we go, we're near the memory board.
Go secure
Let's see if we can get it.
I'd say you're
I'm going to make a prediction that something is going to kill me.
It seems likely.
Thank you.
Well, your food and your water has gone down considerably.
I have got food and water.
Oh, there is a walker to your left as well.
Yeah. So that is one other thing about this game actually. You can't pause, so it's probably a good idea while nothing's going on to probably do this now.
Some very strong noises whilst eating.
Yes, right, here we go. Right, so I'm up a bit here. My hunger and thirst is up to 40-50%. So
See how we
let's,
go.
yeah, let's
Oh,
just
there's something else
see how
in
we
there
go.
as well on the way.
Oh, that's the marker I put earlier.
Ah,
So does that disappear if I go over it?
no.
No, that's really annoying for someone like me. Because that will annoy me earlier. But so is this? There's a light in there.
You go through the window, look.
access the memory board and secure its data.
Ah, this seems far too easy. So what's this?
There are two ways
Containers.
to open a container. You can spend time carefully opening
Okay, so we're going to get a little lockpicking mini game here. So let's
or
see.
you can open it quickly, though any enemies that are within earshot will
No,
hit you.
No,
no,
you've walked up.
apparently not.
In other words, you can unlock it or you can destroy it.
So is that based on like what you can feel? Is it vibrating?
Ah, here we go, here we go. R2 to move lever. Oh, hello. I hope something hasn't... That, whatever that is, that doesn't sound good. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, you've got some antibacterial drugs. Didn't you want
Oh.
to cure yourself? Oh gosh, things are coming in. They're throwing
Hopefully
themselves
just
through the
one.
window.
Security routine in surroundings and then heal yourself.
Oh,
they're
now
going
we're
through
in
the door.
trouble. Now we are in big trouble.
Why don't you kill me? Because you need to be there anyway. don't you?
I do need to be here, but, you know...
I feel like that was a bit of a lure.
Can I...
Oh no.
No, this is bad. That's
Good,
bad.
nice.
That's bad. Yeah, so... Wow.
No vitals. Please respond.
The thing is,
Please respond.
I don't usually like these type of games.
In such a
That's
way.
like the kind of whole survival thing. It usually doesn't click with me.
And you
But-
didn't like this at the beta either.
I
did
didn't
you?
like this at the beta, but for some reason something is clicking with me, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Do you think that's because it has been more story heavy, or?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Obviously, it's been story heavy at the start. I don't know if it's top heavy in terms of story, but there's enough intrigue that I want to continue. I'm slightly worried that the management of all the systems all at once and not giving you enough stuff to keep you okay might turn me off the more I get into it. But so far,
I guess that's where
I'm
they
liking
hook you
it.
in with the microtransactions.
well, I hope that's not the case, because I
to get more space.
yeah, I hope that's not the case, but I feel like this is it's probably a good place to stop this little look at Metal Gear Survive. We'll
Yeah.
have a,
So when can people get their hands on this one?
this is out now. By the time this video goes up, it will be out in America and Europe. It's been out in America for a few days now. In Europe, it's out Friday the 23rd,
23rd.
I believe, of February.
And how much?
I believe it's
Okay.
$40 in the US and £30 or €30 in UK and Europe.
Mhm.
So it's a budget title, but it's not really. This will last you hours if you get hooked to it. I believe the single player game is about 20 to 30 hours long.
Which is quite a lot for
I
the price
detect a
that you're
memory
paying.
board
Yeah,
within
of
the
course,
dust.
of course.
Normally you get about 10
Begin
hours
your search.
for that sort of price, don't you?
But yeah. And we'll just end with our little friend Reeve over here, who's not looking too good.
So who is Reeve?
Ah, he's some dude you meet.
Your
I
mate?
don't really know. To be continued. I don't know if he's my mate or not really. I guess so.
Sitting at a bus stop.
He saved me in a cutscene, so that does look like a bus stop.
Yeah.
So yeah. And that's it.